Okay, so your tenses. Your objectives of the session are to recognise and understand all tenses, past, present and future, and understand how to complete text using the correct tense all the way through, so your structure stays the same. So what are tenses? The simple tense in English is the most basic way to express action. The simple tense is a verb tense for past, present and future events. The simple tense is outlined in the example below using a regular verb. So infinitive verb, for example, to study, your past is I studied English, your present is I study English, and your future, the green part, I will study English. So you've got one phrase, but you've got the past, present and future. So the simple tenses are usually just called past, present and future, and below, obviously in the next slides, we'll go over each grammatical tense and explain how to use them within your writing. So your past tense is usually used to express actions that have already been completed at any time, recently or in the distant past, or for any duration length of the actual event. So I'll give you an example further down, actually, rather than confusing you with the definition. So for regular verbs, add an ed to the end of the verb to create the simple past tense. The present tense. So the present tense is used to express action that is happening in the present now. So it's probably more relative to the speaker or the writer. The present is generally used for actions that are factual, normal or regular in occurrence. There may be actions that occur in the present but are not necessarily happening right now. So an example of this is the England cricket team win a lot. This is a sort of timeless statement. The team might not be playing at the current time. However, it's understood that they do win a lot as a team that presently exists. And then you compare this to the present progressive tense. So the England team are winning if they were playing currently. This clearly indicates the England team are playing right now and they are winning in the process. Future tense. The simple future tense, obviously also called just the future tense, so you've got two terminologies for it, is used to express action that will certainly occur at any time later than now. Obviously in your sentences, in your structures, to make that sentence read right, you could add a will or shall before the first person present or before the actual verb to create the simple future tense, so the reader knows that this event is coming. Okay, so an example of this is the incorrect tense. So the shop assistant asked past if I wanted to try on jeans. So I trying present them on before, I will buy them in the future. Can anyone tell me what the correct words should be in this little passage? I don't mind if you want to come off mute, if you want to just type it by all means, before I actually give the answer. No? James, what do you think? I can pick on people now because there's only a few of you left. Holding on to the end. Are you there, James?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you think? What terminology could we use to make the sentence read right? Do you know? I'm taking your silence as no. Okay, so the correct tense. The shop assistant asked if I wanted to try on the jeans, so I tried them on and then brought them. So if you compare both passages, you can see where the incorrect tense is and where the correct tense is. Now, a lot of the learners do get this wrong, and not intentionally. It's just probably English isn't your first language. You could be out of education for so long, and you're probably thinking this is how it's actually read right for yourselves because you've been reading it like that. Just be careful when you do write in tenses. If you're not sure, shout up to your tutors. no question is a wrong question. So if you are unsure about your tenses throughout your paragraphs, highlight them or give us a shout and we'll go through them for you. So which tense in this sentence is this sentence written in? So again, use the chat function or come off mute. On Sunday, I get up at 10:30 a.m. and make myself a cup of tea in one of my favourite tea sets. Is it past, present or current? John, I've just seen your answer, tried and brought them. Yeah, that's correct. Thanks, mate. So what do we think? Go on, James.
The past tense.
Sorry, did you say past? I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got 2 past, 1 present. Let's have a look. So the sentence is actually written in the present tense. So if we were to change the sentence to the past, then the verbs would be changed to get. Get becomes got, and make becomes made. So you made the tea in the past. So then what would the verbs be if the sentence was written in the future tense? Does anyone know? This Sunday I will. Possibly.
Have made or have,
yeah.
Yeah, have
okay.
lived.
I like that. So if we change the sentence to the future tense, on Sunday I will get up at 10:30 and I will make myself a cup of tea in my favourite cup. You can, John, how you've said this Sunday I will, you can refer to the actual day, that's completely fine. And you've obviously said I will as well, so that's great, well done. Well done, Georgia, as well. The action of the verb has changed. Instead of I get up as in present tense and I got up in the past tense, the future is obviously I will get up. So we've got a few more examples. I'm going on holiday in 2 weeks' time with my friends Kirsty and Caroline. We are going to go camping in the Lake District. We are hoping to go on lots of walks with Kirsty's 2 dogs, Jasper and Poppy. So what tense do you think this is written in? Michelle's come with future. John said future.
Future.
Future, perfect. Yeah, it's future tense, well done. And the final one, Michelle went to the town on Saturday and brought some lovely red boots from Debenhams. Then she met up with her friend Laura for a coffee, chocolate cake and a chat. What tense do we think we've got here?
Past.
Past, fantastic. Super, we're getting the gist of this. Okay, so that was a short, snappy insight to your tenses. So if you are, say for instance, you're writing 5 paragraphs in your writing test, and even as you mark just a question you're answering for your tutors, make sure the tense that you start off in the first paragraph continues all the way through. Should it change, let it read right, but always try and proofread your work. And if you think you have changed your tenses and they're not correct, ask your tutor before you sit your actual exams, because that's where a lot of some of my learners do go wrong there, because they mix from past tense to current to present back to past. But if you're going to confuse me as your tutor, you'll confuse your examiner that's reading your written work as well. So you should be able to recognise and understand all tenses, so past, present and future. And again, you should understand how to complete text using the correct tense.